Right here, Oscar.
We're going to call the meeting to order. It is 12:13. Welcome, everybody. Roll call for the board members. Mr. Jose Zuniga, I'm present. Mr. Juan Gonzalez. Present. Mr. Oscar Lopez.
Present.
Ms. Eva Montoya.
Present.
Mr. Jorge Gonzalez.
Present.
And for the city of Laredo, Ms. Tina Martinez, she's not here today. Elsa Hinojosa. Marcela Cervantes.
Here.
Humberto Delgado. Genesis Garcia.
Here.
Sonia Redondo from Capstone Management.
She's not here.
Ms. Sara Perez is here.
Present.
Monica Rivera.
Present.
And then we have a couple of people from the citizens.
We have Mr. Halio, and I didn't get the other names.
Brookline Max. We'll leave the floor open in a little bit for you guys.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Citizen comments, we want to leave that open until the end. Okay, finance and operations status report by Capstone Real Estate and city staff with discussion and possible action on Hamilton apartment repairs, improvements, leases, operations, and management.
Okay, you have the variance report for March 2022. April books are not out. Total income for rent, we were negative 1656. We're presently trending at 95%. Occupied. Total repair and maintenance, we had supplies on hand, so we didn't have to spend money in ordering supplies for make-readies or work orders. So we were positive there. Total monthly services, were also in a positive variance. We had budgeted some additional pest control that we didn't need to use, so that cost the variance there. Utilities were lower than budgeted amount for the month, so we were positive 3230. Ad and promotion were negative $194. We're continuing to advertise with apartments.com, Facebook postings through Sprout. In addition, we have a resident referral program where if a current resident refers somebody, they get a $50 Walmart gift card. So that entices them to kind of give us names, and we've grown a little bit through that referral program. General administrative, we were positive there, and the reason is we lost our lead maintenance. He left back in March, so we are recruiting for maintenance staff at this time. Taxes and insurance also, positive variance there. Total operating expenses, reflection of everything above. Total debt service, which is a mortgage, everything in line with budget. Capital, we didn't spend any money, so we were positive there. We had budgeted some lobby furniture and then an AC for the north side lobby area that we don't need to purchase at the time. It's still going. So the only thing that we might look at is the lobby furniture. It's in really bad shape, so yeah, we would wanna purchase new furniture for the lobby. Other than that, everything seems to be, occupancy is going good. We're trending at 95, 96. No losses as far as these past few months. We've been very stable. Correct.
Sarah, quick question.
Yes.
What changed? Because I remember the last time you presented, we had a negative.
Yeah, we were negative because we did January books, if I'm not mistaken. They're here. We were negative January books. We were negative. Total repair and maintenance, we were negative in utilities. That time water variance was really, the water was really high, so we were negative there. The rest was positive.
And then the budget, you show that the budget has a negative? How can a budget have a negative? If you look at the budget net income, it's a
The
negative.
budget net income, it's actually a positive variance.
No, but on the month-to-date variance, you have a negative 31,000.
Year-to-date budget. We need to look at the.
Month-to-date, the
We
one
need to
in the
look at the
middle.
P&L, why that showed like that, but good question. I didn't make a note of this. We need to look at the P&L for it.
That's what's making the variance look positive.
Income, variance, positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll look at the P&L. I don't have an explanation for that at the moment. I would need to actually see the books for it.
It's actually not the P&L, but the budget from Capstone.
The budget, I don't have it with me. Okay. Year to month. I thought I had a copy of it. I would have to look at that. Sorry, I don't have an explanation for it. Good question. This is Monica Rivera. She'll be helping me in Hamilton, a few days at Hamilton. So she's actually gonna be training there to assist her.
I don't know if there's any other questions? Okay. Not, we'll go to discussion and proposed commercial lease by potential tenants.
Received, a potential, proposal for the rental commercial properties that the Hamilton has. Back then used to be a Yucatan. They have a very good, proposition for us. I know the rent back then used to be like 3,375 back then before the Yucatan left. We did, make the, back then a motion to reduce the rent, using like $2,500 some dollars. We needed to find some potential, not candidates, but rental tenants. We received their proposal for $1,000 a month in the meantime, with potential repairs to be done on their end. I know they mentioned some, and we'll have some input on this, potentially making repairs to the range hood, the flooring and other stuff. I know Ms. Perez gave you access to see the unit, so it would be $1,000 a month for 6 months, giving them credit for whatever is spent on the repairs for the first 6 months. Then we'll look into it for the first year, keep it at $1,000 until they meet the difference of the rent and the repairs. Then potentially maybe in the second year, increasing it to $2,500, and depending on how they're doing, if there's a lot of people. I know y'all had an issue maybe since downtown is very slow, there's not a lot of people walking in and stuff, maybe to see a potential increase, maybe $2,500 in the second year, once all the repairs have been paid off, to offset with the $1,000 in rent, with the third year to pay the $3,375 that used to be the rent. So, I don't know if you wanna
We'll
chime
open
in
the-
and
yeah,
open
Got a door for your proposal.
So for the repairs, we had somebody come in and check the hood and everything. It didn't pass the last time, so it had like a little red tag on it. So the guy that came in said it's gonna cost about $15,000. That's just to repair it at its like current kind of like structure. For a brand new hood, it would cost about $20,000. And then that's for that. And then there's also some damage to the, what do you call it? The vents and the electric. So those need to
The
be
AC
repaired as
vents.
well.
Can you
AC vents?
Are you guys gonna open a restaurant or
What
what?
type of
What do you
business
plan
do you have?
sorry.
Like-
what do you plan to do? Yeah,
No, I didn't say home health.
I know.
No, what are you guys gonna do?
We're trying to open a Thai restaurant, a high-end Thai restaurant.
Yes.
Thai?
Yes. I don't know if y'all
And then
heard about a Sana Sansan event that we had at the Cultura.
Kutula Beer Garden. So right now, currently, we have the truck at the Kutula Beer Garden right across from us right here.
Okay.
So we used to have that, and we have like special events at night. So just want to bring attention more to downtown. That's why we focus on this. And then we just find out that we have a realtor. We just walk across and they just thought, oh, you know, this is available. That's why we reach out to Miss Gina, right? Tina, sorry about that. So yeah, so that's why we about to kind of like, oh, how about this? And then we go inside and see condition, and it always has to be like improvement. So a little bit on that one, in order to pass inspection. So that's why we have the proposal for you guys to like, consideration, because we have a lot of people suggestion to go to the north sides. But again, I don't want to go on the north side because it just they're already okay with it. Yeah, I want more attention downtown. And then we have a couple of friends that I'm not sure they have like on that what street that one?
It's on Main Street.
Main-
It's Rad. The
Rad,
wine
it's
and coffee
called
bar.
Rad, yeah,
I don't know
coffee.
if you all heard.
Yes. So it opened up in months or 2 months. So we will try to like bring up downtown Laredo back to life again. That's our all the main goals.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be Thai restaurant, first Thai restaurant in town, and you gotta be easy to walk in to get Thai food.
How long have you been in operations for? in your
So right
location
now, right now it's about to be a year in September. September.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
September.
started in September,
Yes.
mid-September.
Yeah.
September 2021, that's when you
Yeah.
started?
Yes.
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 And what are gonna be the hours of operation?
So now what I want to do is we have Monday to Sunday open the day and night. There's going to be like American breakfast and the Asian inspired. That will be the first one, right? I mean the breakfast, and then breakfast, lunch, and dinner time will be like a Thai dinner. That's what our operating. So we'll be like a 6, and we have happy hours. So you guys can pop out, have some appetizers before you guys go home. So this is the kind of like wait until traffic get down a little bit, get off work, you have place to go. That's what we want to do, because we heard a lot of we do this research. We have a lot of city worker here in downtown, and also the lawyer officers, so at least they have like some place to go for meeting or take a client to be somewhere. That's what we kind of like deliver here.
For meeting, please.
Yes.
So in general, at what time do you close your
The
shift?
close, okay. The shift in the morning will be like during the period like weekday. That will be, sorry about my English. It's not from here, so I'm from Thailand originally. So yeah, so just so Monday to Friday will be 9 to for breakfast will be 9 to 2:30. That's just the business hours for the breakfast and lunch time, right? And then dinner time we close up on during that period of time. We open again at 5 o'clock. 5 to 10 p.m. That's will be business hours for dinner.
Gonna be liquor in there?
Yes, that's possibly, but at the beginning we have to see. It just definitely will be mimosa there. Will be for the beginning. We just want to do like wine and beer for now on, just until we see the traffic how it's go to the business, and then we're gonna add on the mixed license into it. Yeah.
No samples of food today?
Oh, but you got welcome to
So is your truck open during lunch Monday to Friday?
Oh,
Or
no.
does that go to
It's
or
only
just on the
open.
weekend?
It's only Thursday through Saturday,
Oh, okay,
6
okay.
to
Yeah.
11.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because right now we have to rely on their hours.
Yes.
So that's why we kind of like, oh, how about just get our own
Okay.
space so we can do operate more hours and also deliver what we want to do. So yeah. And then definitely you guys will be inviting, hopefully if we have this, so we have like a soft opening and a grand opening. So you guys can taste that. Definitely.
So did I understand you're gonna have to spend $15,000 to fix the
The-
vent
just
out of your
the-
pocket right away?
Just the van itself, it's
Yeah.
not,
The other expenses, can you go over the other
Yes.
expenses?
The other expenses would be like the flooring and what do you call it? We're gonna paint as well and put in some lighting and fix what do you call it? I guess just a cosmetic kind of thing to come and give it a little facelift. Bring it to like the modern times a little bit.
Would you keep that bar? That's
Yes,
been there
definitely.
forever and ever? Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So what would be the total cost?
Total cost on that one.
For everything, we're thinking, well, just for the hood and floors, that's gonna be 25,000.
Yeah.
That's what we're.
Wooden
quoting.
floors, you're gonna put
The,
it in?
no, the hood and the.
Oh, the hood and the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
The hood
Yeah.
and the floors, yes.
Right.
25,000.
And then we also had to discuss, for the guys from the hood, they needed to put a vent out through the window in the kitchen,
Yeah.
the top portion of the window, so he needed permission from the city or the historical board. I don't know
Yeah.
which one.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, that's what I was gonna, ask if, I know usually the outside, we cannot mess with it because it's historical, but I know the inside, I know there's certain areas, and we need to find out what we can, if we can renovate or if we can touch those certain areas of the inside.
Yes.
So we need to know what's
Yes.
What's
yes.
historical?
So he just mentioned it to us, so at least we can just bring it up to here, so people can keep in mind, you know, because right now, sir, currently, the people to be there, it was like, I don't know how they
It
passed
wasn't
it.
working properly,
Yeah,
so
it wasn't-
all the grease is all over the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Because the hood wasn't strong enough to suck up all the grease
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
the kitchen area.
So he suggested to have like, I don't know what they call it in terms of construction work. It was like a fan
Yeah,
that brings
like
it
a little
outside.
exhaust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
to make sure it's
Yes, yes.
curtain of air, is what he
Yeah,
was saying.
yeah. But it's just like little wind. It's not like gonna be like super huge or anything. It's just a little wind on the window.
Yeah.
If we can get past to like historical building, I know you can touch anything outside, but if you can do that in order to make it a working as past inspection or
Yeah.
working good condition.
So other than the 25,000?
Yeah.
An approximate on how much you would need?
How much you would need? So right now, the budget operating cost, what we have so far, it was like 100 grand.
No, but
I
I mean
mean,
for
for
the construction
construction
renovation.
Aside from the, what do you call it,
25,000.
the floor and the,
The lighting and all
yeah,
the paint.
that would, I would
the-
say 15,000.
An additional 15?
Do you guys have that money already? Yeah.
Yes. We're ready to go. Just
Yes.
waiting for you guys approval.
Yes.
So when you do the truck, I haven't been to your truck, so
Yes.
people go and they eat, is there a
Yes.
place to sit right now?
Yes.
This is a much bigger place, so
Correct.
I think you guys can be successful there.
Yeah, we're hoping so too. So it just the amount of right now the current profit that we're making so far is just like in the short period of time we make like over the 100 grand already. So meaning, and then which is we only operating just only 3 days a week and then 5 hours. Meaning it depends on how marketing what we're gonna do, but hopefully we can bring more attention to downtown. That's the whole reason we want to do, and then co-op with another businesses in downtown
Yeah.
as well.
We're trying to cooperate with like Rad, which is gonna be the morning
Yeah.
coffee bar,
And
and
then-
then the steakhouse
The
that's
steakhouse.
opening up on the street. I forget.
Oh God.
It's-
The Wells Fargo behind
Yeah,
the Wells Fargo
Fargo.
bank is, and then they have like kind of like the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like high
They're putting
end
the steakhouse
steakhouse.
during the day, and then it's gonna be
Yeah.
a bar at night.
So we just have to co-op everything, so pay more attention to people.
And how are we gonna control that, people don't go into the, there's like a,
There's some
Pass.
doors.
Oh,
There's
there's a
doors, you are aware that you would have to share,
Right.
bathrooms
Right.
with the lobby area.
Right.
So we
Yes.
might wanna invest in the furniture, cause we wanna make that place pretty, cause the furniture right now is, so, it'd be, you share the restrooms, and then there's doors. And then when El Catan was there, they much kept to the lobby area. They wouldn't intervene or go.
Right.
If they would, it'd be to consume or to have breakfast or lunch.
Yes.
So yeah,
Right.
you do have a few of the residents, elderly, that like,
Yes.
to.
Yes. Yes. So
So what is exactly the proposal on the
The
rental?
proposals will counter offer, maybe 1,800 a month for the first 6 months with the provisions of trucks and the repairs, you
1,800
know,
is their proposal.
Okay.
depending on
We were leasing it for how much? 3,000?
3,375. And I know maybe a year and a half ago, we had reduced it to 2,000 some, if I'm not mistaken, without any luck of renting it. But I believe the 1,800 per month and compensating the difference with the repairs that you're having, which would be a total of $40,000 within a year.
Yes.
We can compensate the difference, and potentially depending if the board agrees on your, the income, you know, how well you're doing on the sales, on the
Right.
second year, potentially to increase it to 2,500 with, taking into consideration that we paid off the
Right.
$40,000, you know?
Yes.
And potentially would go up to 2,500, of course, it's up to the board to review the sales, how well you're doing.
Yes.
That will depend if we can increase it to the 2,500, depending on the sales.
Right.
And potentially on the third year, again, depending on the sales, meeting that 3,375 that
Yes.
used to be the rent, which it is still less than what other commercial spaces are.
How much is it, how many square feet do we have?
It's approximately 2,500 on the construction.
No, it was,
No, 15,
yeah.
What?
1575.
I believe,
I believe so, yeah, I don't know why I was
won't,
thinking.
that's the
1,570.
realtor, the one who mentioned
Yes.
it, it won't go
Yeah,
to,
but
yeah,
we're
it was
gonna reimburse
15
the
something.
It was 15, and then I think
We're not
there's
gonna
another area,
reimburse
like
anyone.
when you
Yes.
walk to
No.
the
It's
back of the kitchen.
1,500.
We're not reimbursing the 40,000, you're just cutting that off.
Yes,
the
well,
rent.
we're offsetting the difference from the
Okay.
3,375, potentially charging 1,800. So that difference will be compensating to offset.
That's
the
12 months,
repairs.
12
But
months.
when you say
Well, we said-
compensation, is just, they're just gonna not, not gonna pay them, they're just gonna
No.
keep.
No, it's
just
like
gonna
if we're
offset.
offsetting,
No.
not paying them back, just the difference that, whatever they're spending on the repairs, we'll be compensating that to the difference on the rent.
But the 1,800, because we have to remember that utilities, we
It includes
pay.
utilities.
Correct.
It includes utilities?
Yes.
That's a good deal, because
I mean, I think it's very.
There's
low.
no utilities,
You have
there's
a-
like strict rent.
So 1,800, right, is that what you
Yes,
said?
including utilities.
I mean, just utilities a month, they're gonna be, I mean, they're gonna be running at least
Water,
2,000
gas,
dollars.
Water, gas, and light.
Especially the
That's
first
where
one,
I
I
always
think,
go
with the
with
lights.
So,
Yes.
I don't, I mean,
So any required repairs, so that you could, hypothetically start, functioning,
Yes,
would be only the wood and the flooring, correct? Would be only $25,000. Everything else is just to make it,
Cosmetic.
more
yeah,
attractive,
yes,
right?
yes, correct. The rest is just
But
cosmetic.
it's not really repairs to the building or the unit.
No.
Right?
No.
Some repairs, like some cracks around the space where
Yeah.
the customers will be. So
So-
there's a little bit of,
So I don't know if just only the 25,000, you wanna work with that number towards the rent for the whole 40,000.
And the
Well,
floors.
the flooring, we need to check with the historical to
Yes.
see if anything can be made.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
another
we've
thing.
worked with the, on the flooring, anything similar, depending what can we do, what we can, of course, break or
Yes.
remove, we need to be similar, repair similar tile. If
Right.
it's tile, I don't know. if
we're
it's-
thinking
it's-
oak wood floors.
If it's wood, so
Yes.
yeah, it would need to be similar to what it's there.
what's the current condition, Sara, of the flooring? Is it because you guys want to
No, I
invest
think
in
it-
making it to what you want to, the concept that you're trying to
Yeah, well,
to
the
adapt
current
to, or
title-
just
It
because?
or
needs a TLC, yes, it
Yeah.
needs repair.
What is it there right now? I don't remember. I don't
It's wood, it's wood floor.
No, it's not wood,
It's a
it's
tile.
it's tile.
know.
No,
That's the thing, that I don't know if they can remove the tile. The Historical
Yeah, that's what I'm
society.
saying, we'll
So
find out.
we were thinking about if they won't let us to remove, for example, right? We have another plan, Plan B, which is another, what they call that thing, baby? The put on top of the the tile. So it will
Laminated
be
floor?
Yeah, it's commercial grade.
commercial grade. So we already have some sample that coming in, and then we look up into the style what we want, and also like cost efficiency.
The thing is that the historical society might not allow it.
Yes. So if not, then
But the current floor isn't historic, like it wasn't there, like historically when it was.
I think it's
not historically
it's
appropriate.
been worked on prior, and it does need work, and if I'm not mistaken, the
So that's
last.
not the original.
No,
No.
the last meeting at the historical board was that anything exterior, we needed their approval. Anything interior, as long as the restaurant, I'm assuming it could be like any repairs in there. Our lobby can be repaired, but similar colors, similar,
What I'm saying, any brick that's the same as the outside,
Right.
any columns, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
But
what
the
needs to
flooring, we'll
remain.
double check.
Yes.
But I know, the paint needs to be the same historical paint,
Right.
but I know any columns, any brick that's inside,
Yes.
same as the outside, we can.
In order to consider, I think we would need a final budget and just let
Okay.
the main thing here is, like Ms. Montoya was mentioning, since all the utilities are included,
Yes.
we don't wanna be losing money. As it is, we cannot afford it right now.
Do we have a separate meter? No.
No.
So we don't know how much
I
that
know
contributes to the
we
light bill.
were proposing maybe a 6-month to see how the outcome, in 6 months, but again, it will be up to the board.
Yeah,
Yes.
but if we do a 6 months, let's say, we say $1,000, and then we end up for the first 6 months, we end up at $3,000 a bill of electricity usage. So
Do you
then
know
we're-
what used to be, how much the other restaurant? What was, right now that it's vacant, do you know what's the difference?
It's gone down, obviously your light bill's
It's gone down.
How much does it go down?
Gas has gone down.
But how
Do
much?
you know how much?
Gas, I know, probably about 40% or so.
Sarah, if you can send us just a clump, when we had the restaurant, then let's just pick, I don't know, 6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
And then without the restaurant, 6 months.
Okay.
And you can tell how much.
So
Yes.
that we can see, just on the wattage, we'll know
Yeah.
an
Water, light,
approximation.
and a gas.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
In
Wouldn't
addition
it
to the,
also take into consideration how many people were actually taking up the space? I mean, as far as like apartments. So if it was like vacant, like 50%.
Yeah, the percentage of occupancy.
Yeah, could also take into.
But it varies very little, the occupancy.
Occupancy-
usually-
Yeah, it's always
occupancy-
90%.
It's always more.
Occupancy is always above 90%.
okay.
Always above 90%.
Right.
Even through the hardest year, which was 2020, we were at 92% or so. So
Yes.
it's never,
Right.
it's never been lower than that.
Right.
Yeah. We're also willing to like discuss like after that 6 months, like
Yeah,
another kind of like increasing like the rent.
yeah.
In other
Another
words.
agreement that we have after 6 months, let's see, because right now, also we're scared that
Downtown
maybe,
isn't.
exactly, because like, okay, our marketing plans or business plan, like, okay, we think about in theory, we don't know actually it's gonna work out in downtown in Laredo,
Right.
especially because we all moving from California. So he's originally from here,
Yeah.
but I'm from California. We both graduating business school, so that's why we just want to make sure that in 6 months, and if we lost person, why we stay, right? And then I won't be able to pay you guys, and also why we keep doing this. So that's why in the period of 6 months, so we want to see like, oh, this is work out, and then we'll, let's say another meeting, set up another meeting, and then we can just talk it out. Like, this is percentage, is it work out with us and work out with you guys as well, because we want to work it out in the long term, not just only a few years, like more years coming down.
And the thing here is, we don't want to get into a legal issue where if after 6 months, you can't have the rent increase and we need the rent increase.
Yes,
We cannot give you the money back that you put into it.
right, yeah,
So that's why we need to see it in advance,
yes,
just to make sure, okay, we can afford this much
yes,
time.
right,
Yeah.
definitely.
So you want a budget from them? A
Yeah,
budget, okay.
uh,
And then
I
from
mean,
Sarah,
with the budget
the
or more or less?
the utility variance from when it was vacant, when now vacant.
And the
and when it
budget,
was-
basically, I guess, check with the Historical Society to see what can be done with the flooring. And then from you guys, we just need a real budget. I mean, not just, we're thinking this much.
Oh yeah, no, we actually have that. I'm sorry. Today we didn't expect it'll be like a whole. I know, because like every time I'm sorry. No, every time like I bring like, oh, you know what? I have every file, and then we go to meeting with city, like they're not even asking, and it's like, oh my god. And then every couple times we went to it, it was like, oh man. And then today it was like, you know what? Maybe it's just the same. And it was like my mistake. Usually I have everything on me.
That's what
Like,
I have
you want to see this? We have that all the time because like I already work it out on
Yeah,
that
we
number
do.
as at certain point already. So hopefully. So, yeah. What else do we have? Anything? Or unless you guys have any other question for us.
Let me ask you, how
Yeah.
much are you paying rent right now? Where you're
Right now,
in your
right now
location?
was-
A month.
A month is 800.
Okay, and how much do you run in utilities on a monthly basis?
So
The
it's
last
already
from
included
September?
as well.
Yeah.
It's already
Yes,
included?
exactly. It's already included. That's why I choose downtown because first of all, like I
But we're only also operating
Just
15
3 days a week.
hours.
3
a
hours
week.
a week,
15
3
hours a
days,
week.
15 hours a week. And
Yes.
here you're looking at, from morning to 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important that we consider, the usage of the electricity and the expenses that we're gonna have.
Yes.
running it, it's a commercial kitchen.
Yes.
Running it, you know, the whole entire day. So
Right.
$1,800 is probably gonna keep us, you know,
Yeah,
under.
so the number before that was, you guys already proposed like what, 3,500, 3,100, right? That beginning, we were, because the realtor, the one we talking to, because he already told us, is fully kitchen, is that right? The kitchen is already running and the
Yeah,
hood is running.
includes the hood.
Yeah, include the hood, meaning because we know the hood itself is gonna cost more, right? 20,000. But once we go inside, oh, the conditions is not what I, like, yeah, that's what the first reaction. And then I was like, oh, is it okay to consult with some of that professional that come in inspection? And then they were saying, no, this is not. So that's why, again, we kind of like, oh, you know what, the price is not matched with the money that we have to spend on this one. That's why we have this kind of like proposal for you, you guys could consider it on us a little bit, so.
And did you get other pricing on the
did you-
hood or just
Yeah,
one
it was
person?
$15,000.
But do you have somebody else doing it
Yes,
or just
yes,
one?
we
It's
got-
just one person that the, what do you call it, the realtor recommended.
Recommended.
So we used him. We have another guy that can come check it out again.
Yeah.
Okay.
To see his price.
Yeah, get another
We
bid.
get another
Yeah,
bid.
but he's more of like just replace it all. Cause this first guy's like, just replace the insides of it and keep the exterior of the hood.
Yeah. So they have like a two option for you. For example, like exterior outside, like a car, you know, you still can, okay, you still can keep driving, but the engine has to be replaced. That's exactly the first guy that mentioned us, like whatever you can save money as possible, and then in the long run you still can use this. But the second guy was like, they also give us a quote, another 18 to 20,000. Those are like, take it off everything, make a new one. Yeah.
How much is that?
That's 18 to 20.
18 to 20,000.
It depends on how what size that you were looking for
For a
too.
new one compared to
15,000.
15,000?
Yes.
Spending 3,000, just get a new one.
Yes, that's what we kind of
For
like.
long term, yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
gonna.
that's why we're trying to get like the rent to be a little cheaper, because when we came into this with the 3,100,
Yes.
we were thinking the hood was gonna be part of it, so our budget was okay. We
Yes.
have this budget, we can afford that.
Yes.
But now that we have to replace the hood and we have to spend that 20,000, our budget is a little bit, what do you call it?
Off. So we have at risk on operating costs like on the cash flow or stuff like that in 3 months. So now we short until like 1 month. So that is not okay, because like you need at least, you know, be able to pay employee for 3 months in order, because you don't know yet is it gonna make profit or not in 3 months. 3 months, that's less, usually like 6 months. That's what people do. So that's why we kind of like, oh, you know what, maybe we should adjust this a little bit more. So hopefully you get considering, so we can just make it happen. That's what we hoping for.
Just look at the light bills and whatever, and you can tell
Yes.
how much
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gone down and how much they
We
were
need them
consuming.
pretty fast, so we can make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't wanna hold them off.
I mean, we definitely want to work with you guys, but
Thank
we
you.
also need to look at our
Yes,
interest
yes.
in terms of
Yeah,
what we
understand.
pay.
For the city.
El Catan left in August of 2019, correct? August, so it would be August
Yeah, by
2019.
2020.
And then they're actually, August is like kind of like the highest bill because of the heat, so I can go back to that. August, July, and June, and then what we're paying now. But we had a different contract too. We had, this time we have the city utility
Which is a
company.
kilowatts.
Yeah, no, but
Just a
by having
kilowatts.
the receipts, just by,
It should be a
Then
while.
I'll follow up. I'll get that.
Thank you.
How long is that?
Was it for alongside somebody else?
Catan, it's there for about 10 years.
Because the hood is like $600 a month, to pay back the
And I think
18,000.
one of the reasons he left also is because he knew the rent was
18,000
going bad.
divided by 12, $600. So le bajarías a los 31 más la luz.
Do this for the
Figure out la luz.
That's why.
I don't know about the gas. It has gas.
Yes.
Gas is not very expensive, though.
Gas, no, gas has never been really high at Hamilton. Light and water is.
Do you have gas everywhere else in the Hamilton, or just
No.
Just for the
So,
price?
so how much are you paying gas a month? Because you can tell, right? I mean, if that's the only place that has gas, then you know what the gas bill is right away.
The furnaces are gas or electric?
I'm sorry?
The water heaters.
Electric.
So if that's the only gas, because you already know how much.
Yes, I don't have mine.
It's an approx.
Approximate.
And at the end of the day,
Yes.
even if we don't make any money, you know, we'll try to help you out. The only thing is that we cannot afford to lose money.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so,
Yeah.
we really want
Can't be-
somebody there. I
can't be
think it's good for, you know, for the community and
No,
everybody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
And I would
So,
recommend
we'll, we'll try to figure something out,
Yeah.
that will benefit, you know, everybody.
Yes, but at least considering, like, for example, like another year passed by and losing it instead of taking another $1,000 from us every, you know, so just another consideration, because like, I know you guys wanna don't wanna lose it, right? At this point, the same us, so
No,
we
not
also
right
the
now.
same, understand you
But
guys.
No, we
without,
do
without
use
somebody
gas
there,
Yeah.
For the
and
heater,
losing
water
money,
heaters
we'd
downstairs.
rather.
Right,
Gas for that in the restaurant.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So hopefully.
So that 470, how much is from the Hamilton and how much is?
No, but he can't
No,
take,
ahorita-
because there's
ahorita,
only one.
that's what we're paying now with just the
I know,
Hamilton.
but
But
go
prior,
back-
I
go
need
back
to go
and
get the
look back.
bills, yes.
You-
Mhm.
You'll see what it was, the difference.
I would recommend that
Yes.
you get, at the very least, 3 different quotes for each of the repairs,
Yes,
each of the,
definitely. So just add them.
So what repairs? Just the hood? You all just want the quote for the hood, the floors?
yes.
We'll get back to the
Basically.
flooring so you can get the exact
Yes.
repairs.
Right.
That
We
could
don't
be-
want you to get a different quote, so we don't know what type of repairs or
Yes.
if you can.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But at least for the
We'll get
vent,
the hood and
get
yeah.
3.
Yes, okay.
I think we should work with an allowance on the flooring, because the wood floors are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Solid wood floors, yes. The vinyl that we're trying to get
Oh,
is
it's
commercial.
vinyl, okay.
Yeah. It's the thicker one, not the
Yeah.
usual like
That's what
typical
we
like
did,
residential
we have
ones.
that in the lobby area, as you're exiting to Matamoros Street, we have
Yeah.
that vinyl
But
package.
didn't you do floor repairs to some of the floors?
Yes,
So then it's allowed.
yes, it is.
Because you did the planking?
We did the
And
planking.
what did you have before? You had the carpet.
Do we have furniture in there right now, like the, or it's,
At
But
the,
that took all
it's
the
vacant?
furniture?
At the restaurant, it's empty.
And
There's no
completely.
chairs, there's no tables,
There's
there's no
nothing.
furniture.
so I believe we can do repairs if we're done to the halls from
I
the
believe
units.
so.
So there
Yeah,
shouldn't be an issue, but I just want to make sure.
So that we can have full buckets, and again, like, our legal mentioned, we can get just 3 quotes on the event itself.
Yes.
And can somebody give us, who would be able to give us access so we can get the other 2?
I can give you access.
Oh, okay.
I can give you access.
If you can provide them with your phone number
Yes.
or a contact number.
I don't have my card with me, but I'll give you my, it's
Or an
722.
email.
722?
Yes.
An email.
I know where you mentioned,
1411?
she's just the office next to, right?
And I'll give you my cell, 31956 319
319?
4203.
4203.
And
Yes.
this is her
And that's my email right
email
there.
address, Sarah.
It's easier if you shoot me an email, I can be ready, and if I'm not there, somebody can give you
Okay.
access to
Thank
the
you.
restaurant.
Okay.
How many employees are you gonna hire?
So right now, so far outside wise, the server, everything, right? If a full house will be like 3 to 4 people, the full house in the beginning, because we have a host and 2 server and also 1 runner. That's the full house, like busy day, I would call them. So and then the rest of the week, like I'm sure it's not gonna be super crazy.
in the kitchen too.
Yes, so that's 4 in the front, and the kitchen will be like around 4 the
4 to
same.
5,
So
yeah.
yeah. So
So now you
around
have 4 in the kitchen?
Yes.
It's about like total.
Because the
10
kitchen's
employee.
small right now. Like, if you go to kitchen like small, I don't want like everybody to bumping each other too. But
It'll be 8 to 10 employees.
yes,
Yeah, it's about 10
so
employees.
yes, yes.
Okay. And we're able to paint it, right? We're thinking just a creamy white.
And then you do paint inside, I've seen the halls that
Yeah,
you
we
painted.
do.
Yeah.
What
Keep
are
the
the
same
plans?
colors.
I'm sorry.
What are the plans if, let's say for example, your business becomes too successful? And there's a lot, too much people going in, you would need to expand or,
We have plan, we're gonna
Yeah.
have
Second.
another location in
Yes.
the big city.
No, they're saying like if we want to get a bigger space here in Laredo because that one's too small and it's
Yeah.
yes.
I think.
so
It's a hassle.
Yeah.
we definitely want to stay within downtown. We're not trying to go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
maybe a little bit different concept, because you can't just be another second Thai food like close to each other, right? That's my main concern. It's just like I don't want to like split my customer, go separate it. I know it's like own both way, but it's just like I want to be like maybe different concept. Maybe we have kind of like dessert or whatever that is still in Thai dessert that people still can hang out, you know, like at the weekend. So that's another part of. But right now I'm just focusing on one. So sorry I didn't give you like the clear pictures.
What's the current occupancy?
Right now?
29, it's a.
29?
Inside.
Inside. How many
What's
people
the
are
restaurant?
inside?
Or
The
allowed
seating.
in the
Oh,
restaurant?
The
in
seating.
the restaurant, no, I think it's like 30.
It was 29.
29
29. Little sign.
The
29?
capacity, yeah, but I'm not sure how they measure that
I
by
think
square
it's-
foot but I think it could fit 35 to 40.
I think so.
That's
I
what
think-
I'm
I thought it was
Fifteen
like,
can be
Yeah.
at 2 entrance, right?
Yeah,
it was 31.
at least.
At least 2 entrance.
But those we have to check with them
300
again.
something.
We'll check with them.
Yeah.
I'll check with them.
Oh, we also wanted to ask, I guess, the painting of the windows and the door for the exterior. If we can either paint it the same color, or we want to do like a blue, like a navy blue.
For the exterior?
Yeah.
The exterior has to remain similar.
The
It
same.
can't be, it has to be the same.
Okay.
The interior is,
If we can provide you with a palette of colors
Yes.
that the historical
Yes.
board, what they recommend.
Okay. Sounds good.
We just want to make sure that it's like a fresh coat of paint and stuff like that.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
And then as the light fixtures on the doors, if we can also, I don't know
Change
what,
it
change
to
those
be
as
like
well.
We'll also provide you, they usually like to use those historical old
Yeah.
Right.
fashioned,
Right.
but we'll get you also samples. We'll get that for you. It's
As
just
long as
based on
they're
the same
approved by
concept.
the Historical Society, we are okay with it.
Okay.
So do we go through you all, or do we
Oh,
just
it
go
doesn't-
straight to the historical board?
No, we'll get that for you.
Okay.
We'll get that.
Perfect.
And on top of that would be the sign. If
Yes.
We can put up a sign outside.
The corner.
What kind
I'll
of
check on that.
sign?
Usually the signs that we've been renovating, if you saw the one, the Hamilton parking lot, if you see the one by the 820 convent, is they usually use that type of
Neon.
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 Neon sign.
I was
Yeah.
looking something like this to be
Yeah.
up to grade, but
And
still.
anything that you want to attach, you will need to attach it through the mortar, not the brick itself, but you know the mortar.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
next one.
Yeah, that's where you can drill and
Right.
attach
I
anything.
think there's some already that were there by El Catan, because I think El Catan
They
had
had
some
a-
signage up there.
Something,
Yeah.
okay, all right. We will send you every design wise in terms
would
of,
help,
yeah,
so we can
design,
present that
correct,
also
correct,
to
yeah.
you.
We will send it to you,
Sure.
like, which one is approvable, which one is not, and then for the color wise, you guys provide it to us,
Yes.
then we can pick color, a palette with that we matching with the style we wanted.
Okay.
Because we want to make something not like, still be like back then, you know what I mean, what's just up to date. People right now today, like social media, people come to a restaurant, want to take photos, bring their family to the restaurant, want to take photo, like celebrating. You want some place that be nice enough to people will take photo and then come back. So that's just what we want. So I don't mind that color inside right now, but I rather just paint white.
What's gonna be the
Going
name of
light
the
garden
restaurant?
area.
I'm sorry?
What's gonna be the name of the restaurant?
It's Sky Taught Thai, meaning fried chicken in Thai.
Okay.
That's my mom's recipe, original Thai. So hopefully you guys can try those.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tempted, I have to go try to try
Thai chicken.
Pad Thai? We do have the truck right now too, but those are, because just the base why we have right now, just a little truck, right? So we can't order like a bunch of noodles, and the noodles go bad. So hopefully that's why we're looking for their location, because we can stock that. Because that Pad Thai noodle, they are not in Laredo. Cannot find
have to
it.
travel all the way to
Yeah,
Austin to get all
so
our
now
supplies.
we do traveling 3 hours both and back, or time like every
Two
twice.
times,
Yeah,
twice in
yeah.
a month.
2 times every month. So, but I just want to be successful and then also introduce people like, hey,
think you
this is the
will.
Thai food.
And again, parking, you have that, right around the corner, you have a parking lot, you have this parking garage.
Yes, yes.
Friends parking.
Yeah.
Should work.
Okay, but then we
Good.
just need to work.
We'll try to work with you guys,
Thank you.
again,
Thank you.
with,
About a budget, if you can provide us with a detailed budget.
Yes.
Ms. Bettis will provide us with that,
Utility
utility.
variance.
and then, I don't know if you wanna, Elsa's,
Can we take
email is
picture
also
with
there.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's easier, yeah, take picture because
I know you have
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Miss Tina Martinez cell number as well.
Sorry guys, I'm recording, so it's okay, right? Because sometimes you don't understand, we can go back and
No
then.
problem.
Yeah.
We
No
also
problem.
record,
We
we
also
also
Oh
have.
yeah, we
posted
have to
on our
record,
website.
sometimes we have to go back home and then play again, so we can
Yeah.
understand.
English is not my first
Yeah.
so I can
And it'll
understand
be
as
on
possible.
the website as well.
So, yeah, if you go back to the website, the video will be there.
Alright,
Oh,
okay, thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate that you guys invite us over and then.
I don't know if you have any questions for us.
think-
As far as the, I guess the AC unit. We noticed that the AC unit was broken in the kitchen. So I don't know,
Yeah, it fell.
yeah.
It's
Did I take the
broken.
Yeah.
Can you look
When you
into that?
do a walkthrough with them,
I'm sorry?
do a walkthrough with them when they go look at it again.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're concerned about. And then also like the, being able to make that little hole in the windows to put that ventilation for the hood.
Yes.
That vent would be through the front, through the window in the front, right? Because there's wall,
Oh, no.
there's stucco on this side, yeah?
So when they did the walkthrough, you were not present?
No.
Por eso, meet them and go look at it.
And they're not to the back.
I'm
Is
sorry?
there a little alley to the back?
There's a little alley to the back
It's
where
gonna
they
be
have
way
access,
vented.
because they're gonna have to find a trash disposal situation, because we don't have, our trash is hauled over to the court over here, so that's gonna be.
What were
also
they doing with the
something
grease, the grease traps?
that- The grease trap is in the basement, they have to get a company to come
Empty it out.
empty it out every
Yes.
so often and stuff, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
And then there's the AC.
If you can do just a walkthrough with them, just so that any other concerns are
About it.
seen in advance.
Okay.
We also want to take down the walls, the windows in the kitchen are covered up. We're gonna try to take down like half of it to kind of like bring some
Bring
more
more
light
light.
into
Yeah.
there.
I don't know why Catan had them covered, they were like totally covered.
Yeah.
They are totally covered, they
Yeah.
Do we want to, bring some, a little bit more natural light?
yeah.
You just you need to just bring all the design wise that you want and then get approval from them. That would be easy. You know what I mean? Just everything laid it out and hey, this is okay or not. You know, not then cross. Will be easier. All right. I think that's all questions we have. Unless you guys and you have another questions.
No, we appreciate you
Oh,
guys
sure.
being here. Again, we'll try to work with you as much as possible.
Yeah.
We think you guys have a really good idea, and it's something that not only will be beneficial for the Hamilton, but for the community as well.
Yes. Yes.
We really want to bring the downtown back to normal. Like over here, super dead, because I'm from San Francisco, right? So totally different. That's why I told him, like, really, we're gonna open here. So I'm not really sure because
He's
like,
scared. He's
I already
scared.
see because what I call like I already list about the location
Yeah.
and stuff, something like that. Like over here is super dead, so it's not gonna good for the business, start business here.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Do you know how many,
Especially-
how many locally restaurants sell the type of food that you're,
None.
none, right?
None
Yes.
here.
I don't know, but he would tell me that's not true. They have Ruby Thai
They have
in the
Ruby Thai in the
mall.
mall.
Probably time.
But
It's not.
again, that's not my word. There's a lot of customers like,
No,
no,
it's
that's
not.
not true. They have one. That's what I always say, and I said, no, the customer always say that. So yeah,
Actually, we get a good feedback from customer because we have like social media and stuff, and then they give a good feedback to us.
There was a Chinese restaurant in front of the Greyhound.
It's
still there,
Still there?
Chinatown.
And they're
They
always
make a
packed.
killing.
They're always packed, and they're all
By San
the
Bernardo.
sheriffs and all the Webb County, I mean, there's
Yeah.
tons of people.
And it's a
Can't go
little,
out.
it's a little hole in the wall.
And it's a little hole.
is that the one
Right
taxi
Yes.
parking?
Yes,
Is
Yes,
that
yes,
open?
yes, it's still open.
I thought it was just taken over by the taxi.
No, it's been open for.
Because like every time
30
we
years,
pass, it's
maybe?
a like taxi there in the
Yeah.
front,
Yeah.
right? Like,
We
it's a taxi.
also-
That's
They
why
still say
it's
that
kinda hidden, it's a hidden
Go
treasure.
inside, you'll see, there's always
Okay,
people.
okay. We will because we're moving to downtown too in 2 weeks. Oh, right? Oh, next week. Next week, yeah.
Next week.
We're moving to be. I don't know. We just want to be in downtown. We're leaving the north side right now. Just want to be here. Just make it happen because there are nice space. It's not like
We're trying to coax people to come live down here.
Exactly.
It's good to start business here, like build something new.
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah.
You wanna buy the Hamilton?
Oh my god, I wish. Every time I pass by like lottery board that we drove on I-35, and it's like, oh my god, somebody already win. I thought it was gonna be me. No, but that I will buy those. But again, it's just like no.
We even looked into moving into the Hamilton until we found out that it was only for
Residential. No.
You know, I actually get a lot of calls for people wanting or inquiring
Yeah.
to rent at the
Yeah.
Hamilton and.
because I'm sure it has a really nice view of
And we
Laredo.
will, we're gonna look into renovating the southern next to the Hamilton.
Yes,
for,
yes.
next
He's the
year.
interior design, so if you have any help with that, so he will could help you guys.
Maybe in
If
2
need help
years
with the
we'll
lobby.
finish that.
It'll be lovely.
Will not be.
I can
I
rent
can also
there
help.
and.
I'll be the one in charge of like the designing of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Just send me an email whenever you wanna
We
go by,
definitely-
so we can.
Yes, definitely,
some
definitely.
of the stuff.
Okay, give you all the core orders, the one you're asking us, so we can make it that. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
And nice meeting you guys.
Stamp
Thank
your
you.
ticket when you exit your park here.
Oh, no, we just,
Oh,
yeah, we just.
But you can park down here?
Yes, you can park here.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, have a good day.
Good luck.
No, that's yours.
They didn't park here.
Oh,
No, they didn't park here.
They won't.
I think it's something that we can
Make sure
work
we
with
can
as
set
long
up-
as we don't lose any money.
We don't need to make money.
I-
It's gonna be
I'm
the-
treating
the-
it
Right now, right now we're losing money because it's empty. So. Yeah, we'll have to
It's just that,
make some money at the second lease. or-
Well, right now, we're not losing money. I mean,
Well-
we're not getting rents, but we're not losing money.
Well, it's still income that you could be making.
Well, I guess
But if we're
looking at
gonna
the
get into
difference
it
in
with a
the-
loss.
No, we don't wanna lose it.
Yeah.
You wanna at least cover the expenses.
Yeah.
So if SADA gets us the
Yeah.
variances from, that would help from.
And plus they're gonna
Before
hire
that.
employees, so I mean, it's good for downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
If we can make it work, we should.
Oh, yeah.
But
Even if we break
Well,
even,
once
we're
we have
We're
the-
gonna rent at 1,800?
1,800. 1,800.
And then from there, we're gonna offset what for
The
the,
difference from those $25,000, only the 25.
no, from what, from the 30 something?
no, 20,
well,
No.
with
I
the
mean,
flooring and
3,375, that was the original rent, 3,375.
Oh, from 2,375?
Yes, the difference.
Okay.
so.
I think
Well,
like what we need to do is like, I mean, I agree that maybe, 1,800 would be a decent rent, but like Mr. Delgado says, we need to get like, for them to provide us with 3 bids for what they wanna do, and then we can go with the lowest bid and then offset, the rent with that from the lowest. It's up to them if they wanna hire or wanna go a little bit more expensive on who they will hire. But we can at least have an idea that, okay, this is like the minimum that it will cost to make it, for them to function. But go with the lowest. I think that that's the way
Yeah,
we're
that's the way
supposed to
it is.
do, because we don't wanna, like, if they tell us it's 30,000 and we have a bid that is for 15.
No, we
Well, I
also,
mean, that's.
we also need to have a clause if, in case this doesn't work out for them and they need to get out, we
We don't
cannot
pay
pay
them.
them back.
And that they cannot take,
Anything that's there.
anything that's already there. So all of that needs to be, pretty much written in a contract,
Release.
but definitely I would say that we need to get 2 or 3 bids on what they wanna do, go with the lowest, and it's up to them. We'll give them credit for the lowest. That's what I would recommend.
We're also doing the maintenance, right?
The main.
The AC and
Just the AC. AC and, I guess.
We don't
anything
clean the restaurant for them.
No.
They had their own people do.
And the restrooms, who cleans those? They're gonna have to.
When
clean them.
Catan was there, bank has a lady that cleans them every day, but when Catan was there, after the lady from the dining area would leave, they would be responsible for any cleaning and stuff, especially for their dinner hours, they had somebody clean them.
Need to tell.
And provide some of the supplies also, they would provide some of the supplies.
So what was the latest Catan used to stay open? 8, 7, 8, Or
2 p.m.
No, they would close at 2, but they would open up again for dinner. They would, I think, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m.
You see a lot of city employees would use it? I think so too.
I remember what myself, I used to.
Yeah. Instead of going driving all over the place.
Even the banks use it.
Even the, yeah, no, por eso te digo, I think they would do well.
The city hall.
That Chinese restaurant does well.
Yeah,
It does well.
And this is much,
It does well.
this is much
And I
better.
believe it was one of the reasons of Yucatan leaving was the increase of the rent and that band event.
He
not-
had mentioned it, yes.
Oh.
And they were not gonna do the repairs. I don't know what was the deal back then, if they would have repaired it, maybe you could have provided.
Well,
some type
let's
of
get
credit.
back with them soon, so let's not wait
Yeah.
2 months and then
Yeah.
we're still
Oh, no.
talking about.
Mhm.
Do we have it by the end of the week?
Oh, yeah.
Or
mhm.
before?
Yeah, just-
I'll make some
Or
calls
do
for
we need to
them.
decide soon, no? Because I think they're from California and.
Yeah,
maybe
they're
they
living
want it.
here, but still, we don't wanna, I mean, if we can resolve this in a
Yeah,
week
do
or
it,
two,
do it.
let's do it.
Opportunity cost is what I'm talking
I'll
about.
get with them so they can provide all.
Yes.
Any other new business, any other comments?
Is that the only thing we have on the,
Do you wanna, review,
these commercial leases are just for us to look at what the other guys are paying, or what?
yes.
There's an email that I provided to that states Western Union and Palomitas. That's the monthly rent.
Current leases have not been renewed since 2019. That was the issue we had, we were discussing. The rents don't, comparing them to what was provided, they don't match, also the square footage, they're all different. There's no renewal.
So we're recommending increasing the rents? How much?
We would need, again, with a motion and your approval, we would need to have our inspector to do a walkthrough, to have the correct square footage, because what's being charged right now in the old leases that haven't been renewed since 2019, they're all different. I don't know if there's a reason why the square footage, it's very.
Well, I'll make a motion that we get the inspector to go in there and get the square footage so that we can reevaluate what we're charging and look at increasing it.
I'll second that. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries.
Do we have a design of it or not? A sketch? Don't you think we should get a sketch and have square footage?
We have our inspector that can provide a sketch for that.
So you can have it on the
Also,
file?
yes, and if you could allow us for our legal, team from the city to review these leases.
You can include that in the motion, yeah.
Sarah, why don't you renew this?
We're not allowed to renew leases. It has to be done by a broker, the owner's broker, to renew commercial leases.
Oh, well, did you ever contact the broker?
We had mentioned it to, when we got Mr. Rodriguez to do the restaurant, we mentioned him if he would renew leases for us, and he said he would definitely do it, but then we.
Yeah, but this is 2019, not even a lease. There's no lease right now, they're in a month-to-month.
Yeah, exactly.
So nobody was contacted back in 2019 to renew a lease, to have a current lease.
No, not that I'm aware of, no.
And who's supposed to do that?
That was supposed to be done by the owners,
So you couldn't have done just a regular lease with the same information?
No, we're not allowed. I was advised by Capstone that we're not allowed to, and actually have an email from
And who
risk
was,
management.
Sarah, another question, who was renewing the leases back then? Because this is
They
2019.
wouldn't, they would renew automatically every year
And how come that wasn't done?
There's some older ones, that's the
Yeah, I'm
latest
just
ones we
saying
have.
2017.
Yeah, but
There's some older ones that we have, those were being done by,
Yeah, I'm just saying,
the
'cause what-
consultant. Mhm.
what you provided today doesn't match. the
Correct.
lease.
That was, those increases were done, in accordance with one of the meetings that we were advised to raise rents to that amount.
Let's go back and look at it now.
Yeah, I think we
Well,
did,
Just do it.
with, subject to getting new leases, and maybe you didn't tell us at that time that somebody else was supposed to be responsible.
I don't know. That
But if we're
would've been-
responsible,
that
just
would've been a-
do the walkthrough, get the
Yeah,
sketches,
that's
and
what we
then
wanted your
just,
approval.
and then let's
to
just
do.
move.
And within that same motion, we wanted your approval for housing manager, Mr. Humberto Delgado, to get with Sarah. I want you to ask for anything to do with the budget, the rental, all the income that's incoming from the rents, any expenses, if you can review that with her. So you can meet with Ms. Bettis, to review all their budget, monthly vacancies.
If the board approves it.
Since, it was approved by council for us to start managing, because we want to
So,
start looking into.
council already approved it, so we've already done it.
That's what we're asking for.
Yeah.
We wanna start
So
up.
let's
I'll motion to-
make the motion over again, George, to include,
I move that we get our inspector to go and review these leases that we have there, and look at the sites, get the square footage, and then for you guys to look at the actual leases that we have, and tell us what we think we need to do on increasing these, since they haven't been done since 2019.
also give Mr. Delgado
And
Authorization.
the authorization to get with
The
Sarah
audit
to look at
over.
all the income and expenses and operations on the
And to address what Mr. Zuniga, concern was regarding the negative
budget.
year-to-date budget.
yeah, she's gonna do. That's fine.
Motion is on the floor, I'll second that. Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Everybody against? Motion carries. We'll close the citizen comments at this time. Any other new business? If not, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you.